The guilt trip. You've got that one person in your life who's a professional guilt tripper. They don't ask for things directly. They sigh, they pause, they hit you with, well, after everything I've done for you. They never say you're a bad person. They just make you feel like one. Here's the move. They turn your kindness into debt. Suddenly, every favor they did becomes emotional currency you're constantly paying back. And the interest rate is ridiculous. Smart people see this coming. They remember that real relationships don't keep score. But guilt trippers? They've got a mental spreadsheet of every nice thing they've ever done, ready to weaponize it the moment you say no. How to push back. Say, I appreciate what you've done, but that doesn't change my answer. Then stop talking. Don't explain. Don't apologize. Just hold your boundary like your life depends on it, because your sanity does. The false urgency. This deal ends tonight. Only 3 left in stock. Everyone's buying it. Marketers and manipulators love fake urgency. They know your brain makes terrible decisions under pressure, so they create artificial deadlines to force you into choices you'd never make with time to think. Your coworker does this too. I need your answer by the end of the day. They don't. This opportunity won't come again. It will. They're banking on you being too panicked to question them. Here's the truth. Anything worth doing can survive you sleeping on it. Real opportunities don't evaporate because you took 24 hours to think. Scams do. How to push back. I'll need time to consider this. Then actually take that time. If they push harder, that's your answer. Legitimate offers don't require immediate panic decisions. Manipulation does. The social proof trap. Everyone thinks you're overreacting. Nobody else has a problem with this. All your friends are coming. Why aren't you? This is triangulation dressed up as peer pressure. They're using imaginary crowds to make you feel like you're the problem. Like you're the only one who doesn't get it. But here's what's hilarious. Half the time, everyone is like 3 people. Or nobody. They just made it up to make you feel outnumbered. Your brain hates being the odd one out. So when someone says, everyone else is fine with it, your brain wants to conform. That's the trap. How to push back. That's interesting, but my answer is still no. You don't need to poll the entire population to validate your own feelings. Your boundary doesn't require a democratic vote. The compliment sandwich. Someone you barely know is suddenly thinks you're amazing. You're so talented. You're the only one who can do this. I knew I could count on you. Feels good, right? Until you realize it's a setup. They're buttering you up so you feel obligated to say yes to whatever comes next. It's manipulation disguised as flattery. And it works because everyone wants to believe they're as special as the compliment suggests. This is how people get you to work for free, loan them money, or take responsibilities that aren't yours. They make you feel chosen, then cash in on that feeling. How to push back. Thank you, but I can't take that on. Don't let flattery cloud your judgment. If someone only compliments you when they need something, that's not admiration, that's strategy. The foot in the door. They start with something tiny. Can you just look at this real quick? Then it becomes, since you're already doing that, could you also... Before you know it, you've committed to something else massive you never agreed to. This is a classic psychological trick. Get someone to say yes to something small, and they're more likely to say yes to something big later. Your brain wants to be consistent, so once you're helping a little, it feels weird to stop. Your boss does this. Your friends do this. That guy asking for just 5 minutes of your time definitely does this. How to push back. Decide what you're actually willing to do before you agree to anything. Say, I can do X, but I can't do Y. Be specific, set limits up front. Otherwise, that quick favor becomes your entire weekend. The silent treatment. Someone gets upset, but instead of talking about it, they just disappear. Cold, distant, unreachable. You're left wondering what you did wrong, replaying every conversation, desperate to fix something you can't even identify. That's the point. The silent treatment isn't about needing space. It's about punishment. It's about making you so uncomfortable with the silence that you'll do anything to end it. They're training you like a dog. Bad behavior equals withdrawal of attention. And if you chase them, apologize, bend yourself into shapes trying to fix it, they win. You've learned that their silence controls you. How to push back. Don't chase. Say once, "I'm here when you're ready to talk." Then go live your life. If someone's weapon of choice is withholding communication, show them it doesn't work. Silence loses its power when you stop being afraid of it. The gaslighting game. You remember something clearly. They tell you it never happened. You explain how something made you feel. They tell you you're being too sensitive. You bring up a conversation. They act like you invented it. This is gaslighting, making you doubt your own memory, your own perception, your own sanity. And it's terrifyingly effective because once you start questioning yourself, they can rewrite history however they want. The goal isn't to just win an argument. It's to make you so unsure of your own mind that you stop trusting yourself and start trusting them instead. How to push back. Write things down. Keep receipts. Trust your gut. If someone constantly makes you feel crazy, the problem isn't your memory. It's their manipulation. Say, "I know what happened and I'm not debating it." And hold that line. The victim flip. You try to address something that hurt you. Calmly, respectfully, just trying to communicate. And somehow, within 2 minutes, you're the one apologizing. They denied it. They attacked your tone. They made themselves the victim of your honesty. Suddenly, the conversation is about how cruel you are for bringing it up, not about the actual issue. This is called DARVO. Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. And it's manipulation at expert level. You came in with a valid concern. You left feeling guilty for having it. How to push back. Stay on topic. "I hear you, but we're talking about X." Don't let them derail. Don't defend your tone. Don't take responsibility for the feelings about your boundary. Return to the original point over and over. The fake choice. Do you want to do this now or later? But both options serve them. Are you coming to the party or staying home and being boring? Both options judge you. They're giving you a choice, but it's rigged. Both roads lead to where they want you to go. You feel like you're deciding, but really, you're just picking which version of their plan you prefer. Politicians do this. Salespeople do this. Your manipulative coworker definitely does this. How to push back. Neither, actually. Create a third option they didn't offer, or just say no to the entire premise. You're not required to choose from their menu. You can order off menu. You can leave the restaurant entirely. The beautiful truth. Here's what nobody tells you about influence and manipulation. It only works if you don't see it coming. The moment you recognize the pattern, you've already won half the battle. These techniques rely on your brain being on autopilot, reacting emotionally instead of thinking critically. Manipulative people aren't evil geniuses. They're just using the same tired playbook everyone else uses. Guilt, urgency, peer pressure, flattery, silence, confusion. And once you know the game, you can't be played anymore. You start seeing the strings. You notice when someone's trying to push your buttons. You recognize the setup before the trap closes. If this made you realize someone's been playing games with your head, good, now you know. Knowledge is the best defense. Hit that like button like you're setting a boundary. Subscribe like you're choosing yourself over people pleasing. Because the best way to push back against influence, stop letting other people write your story. Same tactics, different responses, way better life.